Well, the 850 really doesn't get that much driving these days, but last time I drove it, I was noticing that the anti-lock brake light came on, and this corner of the car actually blew up one of those 275s because it was rubbing on the strut housing. I didn't put two and two together that the wheel bearing is completely smoked on this thing. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna rip off this wheel, pull off the brake caliper, just a couple of 19s on the back, pull off the rotor with that little 6mm set screw, and then I'm gonna do that wheel bearing, which is sitting right there. She's definitely got some play to her. So that's getting replaced. Probably original 110K, makes sense. It had a good run, 25 years. I think that's a 36. I'll just zip her off and hopefully it comes out without too much inner race problem. Well, unfortunately, at a bit of a standstill. That is a 46mm socket. Every place I've called around town has never even heard of an axle nut that big. So I'm gonna have to order one, which is super fun. Which means I either put this back together to get it out of the way to work on the fajita, or I skip working on the fajita today. Either way, this is annoying. Very, very annoying. Well, I've got a socket coming Amazon same day now, but I'm also desperate, so I'm gonna try this. I gotta wait for my socket to show up now. Ooh, I made the bearing worse too doing that. Gross. Well, literally took 30 seconds with the correct tool. So the original fag bearing is totally hooped, but it came out completely intact. The grease looks pretty runny, so I wonder if this had a little bit of water exposure at some point. Either way, neither here nor there. The nut looks usable still, even though I welded to it. Plan now, really, after I wipe my fingers off, is to grab that new bearing. Like that. Put it back together. This thing, I think I got new old stock. It had been sitting around for quite some time. That shouldn't be like that. It's a little concerning. Anyway, get that onto the spindle, get it all together, and torque it down to like 230 foot-pounds or something. Anyhow, I'm stoked that this is going to work finally. Might also clean off that sensor just a little bit since it isn't currently working for me. Also, there is a screw in there of unknown origin. Oh, normally goes right there. I will put that back in, as I believe that secures the dust shield. That's actually been rattling for a while, so yay. I'm gonna have to buy a new nut, I think. My dust shield doesn't fit over that anymore. I'm not grinding that close to an open bearing. So, in this case, I'm just gonna go right ahead and throw the spacer and the wheel back on it, and hope all is well. Part 2. Replace the Chinesium fan clutch, which I stupidly bought for the 850, with an OEM fan clutch. Pretty easy, you don't even have to take the shroud off on the 850 to get at it, which is really nice. And here's the real deal, the Miley. I don't exactly know what's going on with this thing, but it would just stay engaged way too long. So nothing but 3 5mm and away we go, really. Shiny, shiny. Close. Well, hopefully that worked. Won that show with the M3. I love these screens, but they're a little slower than garage doors. let's see if this ABS light comes back on. Sure hope not. Ooh. Oh, the Hydro Boost isn't working at all. That's sketchy. This thing has hydraulically assisted brakes. Oof. Yeah, now, oh shoot, no! The anti-lock warning light's still on. I've got problems elsewhere. Bummer.